Good evening. The most critical breakthroughs in medical news today focus on major FDA drug approvals, a viral outbreak on the high seas, and cutting-edge brain research. Segment 1, The Headlines. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Friday, May 22, 2026, and we are bringing you a packed edition of the biggest medical breakthroughs in health news from around the globe. In the next few minutes, we're breaking down 3 massive new FDA drug approvals that are going to fundamentally change how we treat high blood pressure, arthritis, and aggressive cancers. Plus, the World Health Organization has issued an urgent update regarding a deadly outbreak of Andes hantavirus on a cruise ship. And finally, we'll look at a mind-blowing new study from the University of Rochester explaining how disrupted sleep is directly starving your brain of its waste-clearing power, accelerating dementia. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on human health, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's dive in. Segment 2, FDA greenlights game-changing therapies. Our top story today comes from the regulatory frontline. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has just approved a first-of-its-kind medication for hypertension. For years, doctors have relied on beta blockers, ACE inhibitors, and diuretics. But this week, the FDA approved Baxdrostat. It is the very first highly selective aldosterone synthase inhibitor. Essentially, it stops the body from producing the hormone that forces your blood vessels to constrict and hold on to dangerous levels of salt. If you or a loved one are dealing with treatment-resistant high blood pressure, this is a massive pharmacological milestone. But that's not all. In the realm of autoimmune disease, the FDA also approved Indolese, Golimumab. This is the first interchangeable biosimilar to Simponi and Simponi Aria. What does that mean for you? It means patients suffering from severe rheumatoid arthritis and ulcerative colitis will soon have access to a much more affordable, highly effective biological treatment option. Lastly, for oncology, the FDA granted accelerated approval to Beqalzi, sonrotoclax. This is a next-generation BCL2 inhibitor designed specifically for adults fighting relapsed or refractory mantle cell lymphoma. It targets the specific proteins that cancer cells use to hide from natural cell death, giving terminal patients a powerful new line of defense. Segment 3, Global Health Alert, Cruise Ship Hantavirus. Switching gears to global health surveillance, the World Health Organization, WHO, and Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus are warning the public that the work is not over to contain a deadly cluster of Andes hantavirus linked to a cruise ship. As of today, at least 8 cases have been laboratory confirmed, resulting in 3 tragic deaths, representing a staggering 38% case fatality rate. International contact tracing is actively underway. Andes virus is unique because, unlike other hantaviruses, it has shown the capability for person-to-person transmission, making this cruise ship containment effort absolutely vital. Simultaneously, the WHO and the Africa CDC have convened an emergency scientific consultation today to address a separate outbreak, the Ebola Bundibugyo virus currently spreading in parts of the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Uganda. Health authorities are fast-tracking research and development for medical countermeasures to prevent a wider regional emergency. Segment 4, Brain Health, How Sleep Clears Toxic Waste. Now, let's talk about a major neuroscientific discovery published in the journal Science. Have you ever wondered why chronic stress, depression, cardiovascular disease, and aging all seemingly share the exact same endpoint, a drastically higher risk of dementia? A groundbreaking review by neuroscientist Dr. Mike N. Nettergaard at the University of Rochester Medicine has mapped out the single biological problem tying them all together, the disruption of sleep-dependent brain rhythms. When you enter deep, rhythmic sleep, your brain initiates a plumbing process called the glymphatic system. It literally pumps fluid through your brain tissue to flush out metabolic waste, including the toxic plaques linked to Alzheimer's. The study demonstrates that stress and fragmented sleep rhythmically choke this waste clearance system. If you're skimping on sleep or suffering from chronic stress, your brain is quite literally missing its nightly cleanup cycle. Protecting your sleep isn't just about avoiding fatigue tomorrow, it is actively defending your brain against cognitive decline decades from now. Tocilizumab. A single infusion of the interleukin IL-6 inhibitor tocilizumab asterisk showed greater improvements in depression severity, somatic symptoms, fatigue, and anxiety in patients with difficult-to-treat depression and low-grade inflammation compared with placebo in a proof-of-concept trial. MedPage Today. What can 5% do for you? You don't have to slim down to your high school size to get real health benefits. Losing just a few pounds makes a big difference. 5% of your body weight, 10 pounds for a 200-pound person, can improve all kinds of health problems and make you feel better, too. WebMD. SciBio. New findings suggest there is an increased risk for development of small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO, in individuals with a history of hypothyroidism that may be ameliorated by treatment and may involve specific gram-negative coliforms. MedPage Today. Segment 5, Outro and Call to Action. From pioneering blood pressure pills to the critical tracking of international outbreaks and the vital architecture of our sleep, today's medical news proves that the future of health is moving faster than ever. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Are you going to prioritize those 8 hours of sleep tonight? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to smash the like button if you found this breakdown valuable, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for your daily dose of the science that matters. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Disclaimer: compiled information. This content is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional